moving on very quickly here to actually an update that's coming out for another game, Counter-Strike 2.
We love talking about it on this show.
Which, at this point, we might need a CS2 show, which you've got access and I don't, which is really annoying. They have a rank per map system, which is a very intriguing idea. Would love to meet the man who came up with that because it's a very smart one. I'm not too sure about it, though, in the grand scheme of things, right? Now, we put out a poll on our X.
No, it was actually on YouTube. You can do polls on YouTube.
Ooh.
So yeah, we're very much stepping it up in that game. And I asked the community, right, how would you feel if there was a similar system in R6? And for those who are maybe scratching their heads, haven't been following CS2, understandable. Pretty much they're trying to force players into diversifying their map pool by assigning a rank per map. So you can't just be an Office Global or a Vertigo Global, which in Siege terms would be like being a Border Global, right? It's not really reflective of the game as a whole. And with the new Premier system, the new ban system in CS2, it is trying to encourage people, diversify their pool. So I asked that question. 30% of people said yes, they'd be for it.
Wow.
The majority, though, said, or 40% said no and 30% unsure. So it seems to be a little bit split in that regard. So obviously keen to hear what people's thoughts are on that.
And I guess the 30% unsure leans into the fact that this is a pretty new system, gaming in general, in terms of obviously competitive shooters. So I'm very keen to see sort of how it plays out before I can probably fully form my opinion regarding it. But I think it's an intriguing idea. My first view on it, though, unfortunately for CS2, is that it leans into then almost like, you have the one-trick heroes in like League of Legends and stuff, and people just get like really good at like one character and then that's it. I think then that leans into now the map. So you can be obviously global, or in the case of obviously Siege, maybe a champion at like Border or say an Oregon or something, and then when you go to another map, you're like gold. Like,
yeah.
I don't know about that one. Like, are you just going to play the same map over and over again? Don't you get sick of that? Don't you get bored of that?
But I guess that's what the system's... I think the idea of the system is to try and get people to diversify and try to get global or champion in a Siege sense on multiple maps. But maybe it will have the reverse effect where people actually want to just specialize on a map because you get that cool rank. I don't know.
I will say, obviously, this is more probably a topic for CS2 where you can choose your map. Right,
but not in Premier. There's a ban system now.
Oh, okay. So there you go. I mean,
which is different to Siege. So we're going down a bit of a rabbit hole, but
yeah, I guess in theory, if you can't choose your map, and then the rating system is based on your performances on said map, and you've got no choice in the matter of whether you pick it, play it, or whatever, I like it. I actually kind of like that, because I could be really good on Inferno, and I could be absolutely donkey shit on Vertigo, which I think is probably the case.
You're not good on Inferno.
Okay, I'm definitely not good on Inferno either. And yeah, and I think you can then actually pretty easily apply that to Siege.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
If you refine the ban system, I think there's a world in which you could do that, and again, try to encourage people, diversify their pools. Maybe it's a bit artificial. Don't know. You'd have to see it tested, but just something I thought I'd flag, and it seems like the community is split on it. So
it's certainly a fascinating idea. Can't wait to see sort of how that plays out, and who knows, as is the case with these kind of ideas.
Speaking to your mic, mate. You're getting a bit far away.
I was, I get the. As with these ideas, once someone does it once, or in this case, obviously it's Valve, CS, copycats will become the thing, and obviously for Rainbow Six and probably for other shooters, Valorant and co, they'll all copy on, and within the next 12 to 24 months, it will be a very common system. Okay.